son, I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Pac-Man, waiting! Check, 43! Silver! Kill! 43's the mic! 43's the mic! You don't want nothing, baby! Hey, Alpha! Hey, you don't want to see me!
Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. 40! 58, right there. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13. Who's in it?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our time. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Wentz. This one complete to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, kill. Hey, 43's the mic.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray able to find Isabella. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Pick it up, pick it up. Go. Undercut.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Eagles.
Go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Grade 15.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Under 10. Shorty. 43's the mic.
Play action. Now Wentz. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Let's go, baby. Return it. Let's get that ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on second down. Right side complete to Butler. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
Now a give, right side. Logan, and some room to roam now. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. T.J. Logan, 30 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got room. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. J.J. Arcega right side the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, it's Logan. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. I'm coming.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
On the double. Mike 58, right there. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that. Hey, orbit. Give me that ball, defense. 58. Now.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. Bell sheds him off. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Sudfeld. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 55 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Out to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
SOS. Check.
Now Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler, 48 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Go! 58 to Mike! 58 to Mike!
2nd and 3. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down.
Hey, wahoo! 43's the Mike. 43's the Mike. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 43's the Mike. Watch the screen.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
43's the Mike, boy. 43. Check, 43. Hey, exit. Here I come again. Here I come again.
2nd and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run on first down. Logan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Check me up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready. 10, touchdown. Twist, twist.
On first down, it's Logan, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They run again with Logan. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. Music for on. Don't get nervous.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now again, right side, Logan. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. Now the wolf. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming track. Check that.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. It's dropped by his tight end, Charles Clay. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set. 10 logo. I'm coming for you, son.
Now. They'll drop the throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Army. 51's the Mike, 51's the Mike. Let's go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's got his man, it's Butler. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Murray now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Edmonds. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Here
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott on for the extra point.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 37-yard line.
On second down, it's Logan, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
3rd and 6.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
51, Mike 51. Hey, come on now, come on now. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Now Murray again. And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run the option right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Le'Veon Bell saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. To throw is Murray. Throw left side completes to Isabella. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He shakes him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Check curls, check curls. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Today's
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.